Okay, I don't want to get straight into it.
Let's get straight into it.
All right, so
God.
the first question I wanted to ask you, I don't think I've ever asked you this before, but what was your initial reaction like when I started doing YouTube?
Oh, no, I think it was a good idea for you.
Yeah.
It definitely like kind of like kept you up with how things were going technologically, and the way the future is digitally, and how that's all progressing right now. So getting in at an early age, it's perfect.
Yeah. Kind of like you were saying with like technology or whatever. How far do you really think that'll go? Because I feel like our genuine lifestyle is just technology, like everywhere. You do your whole job through technology.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, it's going digital. Everything is going digital. So we have cryptocurrency going digital. We have just everything technology-wise is all digital now. I don't pay any bills. I don't send any envelopes in. Like Lola and Lola still put stamps and write checks, and they refuse. They actually refuse to do anything online.
Okay.
Eventually, we're gonna completely evolve to digital assets.
Okay, but I feel like that'll be scary because to a point where you can create like. No, I'm not saying robots, but
bro,
you know. Okay,
just embrace it. Just embrace it.
Do you think that'll?
No need to worry.
Really?
No need to stress about hackers.
No, I'm not stressing, but I mean like.
Just embrace it.
It gets scary to a point where everybody knows all the information. Well, I guess.
Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry.
Yeah. Like you were saying with cryptocurrency, I saw this thing on TikTok the other day, or like this morning actually, of these nuts coin and how Antonio Brown's in it or whatever. I don't know. So apparently,
send me the address. I'll invest.
Let's get into no. I mean like Dogecoin and
these nuts, Dogecoin, meme coins, whatever coin.
Okay, and
we don't know what the future is going to hold, but it's all speculation.
With Dogecoin and Bitcoin and how Elon kind of ruined it all almost. I'm not going to say ruined it, but how much power does he really have in our world today?
Oh, he has a lot of influence. Way too much influence.
Yeah,
I mean, Elon has his pros and cons, and, obviously he has a great mind.
Yeah.
He developed, I think he started at PayPal, or one of his big companies was PayPal, and then he moved over to form Tesla and SpaceX and all his other boring companies and joint ventures. But I would say generally he's going to be a technological pioneer when we look back at it all.
Yeah.
But definitely a lot of people respect him. I guess respect what he has to say from a viewpoint from his viewpoint, and good or bad, he might be able to wake up in the morning on the wrong side of the bed and end up just tweeting something out,
because that's what happened with
markets
Bitcoin
left
and
right.
Dogecoin.
Yeah, I mean, he has that influential power. That's who he is.
And his own Tesla went down $100 and so, and I'm still down.
Yeah, I mean, he built his reputation. He deserves everything he's gotten so far.
So do you think
he's worked hard. There's no question about that.
I think Tesla's for me would be a long-term investment, in a case where it would bring me.
He has to do something different. He has to come up with something different because electric cars, everyone's gonna make them, and if he wants to run in the rat race, I think he ends up losing to the big boys. So GM, Ford,
you think they'll overtake him?
Volvo, everybody's coming out with an electric car of their own. So he just needs to differentiate himself. And yes, he's ahead, but right now people are just going to catch up eventually. He's got to do something different. He's got to come up with something different. I think he does believe that there is a world where cryptocurrency exists, but he just doesn't know how to express himself right now. He just throws out tweets left and right.
I saw this thing with Elon, and it was like some TED Talk thing about there being a simulation. He thinks there's a 50% chance of there being a simulation. I don't, but
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know much about that part of it. But virtual world, I don't know.
Virtual reality is kind of crazy because I played it recently at one of my friend's houses, and it's kind of crazy because when you take it off, it gets super confusing.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the future of gaming, because right now games are kind of dead, and obviously with I feel like it first started with the PlayStation VR that kind of very much flopped, and now everybody's getting onto it, and I feel like it can like level out.
For sure. I just don't know what. Yeah, I mean it's different. Mobile gaming, console gaming, PC gaming, all that. I mean, it's just 3 different arenas, and there's definitely a virtual portion of it where people want something again different than what we've experienced so far. So
what do you think about social media? Like, I mean, I obviously know you enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy it. I'm a closet TikToker.
Yeah, I feel like we all are. Honestly, we spend.
Nobody wants to admit it.
Yeah, I mean, we all are.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's it communicates an idea. That's what social media is basically. It's a platform in which people's voices are heard, and they use their audience to convey their message, whatever message that they have. I mean, I'm okay with it. It's fine.
I almost think that's kind of what this is, and where, okay, let's just say this flops or this goes the direction of it's going like super big, millions of people are watching it. Even if it does flop, it's accounts of what my life was and is to everybody else.
Yeah, everybody deserves a voice. Everybody deserves a chance to be heard, because everyone's opinion matters in some way. So there's definitely truths in everything that maybe they've experienced, and that's what they're expressing. It might not be the right way, but or the general population's view, but for them in particular, that was their reality.
It was.
So yeah, I mean, you just got to respect everyone's opinion at this point.
So with you, did you ever have any like major goals, like growing up as like kind of I am right now, or like doing anything? I
wanted to be a garbage man. That's it, bro. Pick up people's garbage.
So, I mean, okay, with your direction, are you satisfied with where you're at?
Yeah. I mean, for the most part, it's provided some stability in general with the family, being able to provide for you guys. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't change anything at this point, because I mean, I don't know what else I would do. I guess maybe be a nurse like all the other Filipinos. I have no idea.
I mean, for
garbage
me,
man.
For me, like obviously, I want to do I'm not gonna say I want to do this completely, but let's for my job, I want to communicate to people through talking and everybody.
No, that's
almost having a conversation, which it's daily stuff. But this is one way it could work out. So, and I mean, I get why some people are scared and maybe to not to almost support it in a way, because it's not stable. Because in one moment your career can die in an instant, and you would just have in my opinion, I feel like you have to know how social media works to do this. And because you have to know how to reinvent yourself, because that's how.
Oh yeah. You have to differentiate yourself from other people.
Yeah. Speaking about social media, Logan Paul versus Floyd Mayweather is tomorrow. And what do you think about that?
Oh man,
I believe he can.
I mean, I'm always a big believer of put your money where your mouth is. Yeah. And, the money's, for me, is going to be on Floyd Mayweather. It's no question. No question. I mean, so Logan Paul, right, he has a fighter's chance. A puncher's chance is what they call it.
Okay.
Because, yes, he has power. Yes, in the first round, he's probably going to have this big adrenaline dump. He's just gonna throw everything that he's got, every piece of energy, he's just probably going to go pretty crazy, I think. Because if he doesn't, then he's playing into Floyd's game.
Yeah.
So Floyd is, I don't even know, what's his record? Undefeated.
50-0.
50-0. This is going to be his, what, 51st?
51st, yeah.
So, I mean, he knows. He's a student of the game. He's the best. He's the greatest of all time for boxing. I mean, there's no doubting his record.
Yeah.
You know, maybe he doesn't win flashy like Pacquiao, but I mean, he gets the job done. So there's no question about that. Technique wise. So yeah, I mean, I think he's gonna rope him along. He needs to get out of the first like 2 rounds.
Let me tell you why I feel like Logan will win. Right? People are going to think I am such an idiot, right?
You're crazy.
But no, I know, which is 99% of the people. Like, okay, I'm obviously gonna like clip. I'm going to clip this and be like, oh, Logan Paul will knock him out. And let me tell you why.
God.
First of all, he has better odds than Conor McGregor did. Second of all, think about it. Floyd is old and he is slow. Logan is young, big, strong, and packs a punch.
He's not that old. He's not that old.
Okay, and if you think about it, 99.9% of the people think Floyd's gonna win. Percent of the people think Floyd's gonna win, and they're gonna
less than that. I think a lot of the public, obviously with Logan Paul having a big audience.
And
right,
he
has a huge following, just like his brother has a huge following, and he's making waves too. But yeah, I mean, I think there's a majority of the population that does want to see Floyd lose.
I want to see him lose
because.
That's not even.
That would be the big. That would be a big story.
That would shock the world.
That would be a huge story.
Let me tell you this: if I am right. If I post this before the fight, and I'm the one right here, well, okay, you know how big that could skyrocket me? Then Logan will win and knock him out.
Well,
he will get knocked out.
In what round? How do you see it going? Like what's?
I don't know.
You got to envision something.
I don't exactly know what round. I would say. Let me see. Fourth round knockout. Fourth round knockout. Yes. Halfway into the fight, knockout. And I think that is okay. And one reason I think it is because Logan actually cares. Floyd does not care about this at all.
The money Mayweather, the money team. For sure he cares.
No, he cares about the money, not him.
No, he cares about his reputation. No question.
Okay,
50-0. He's going to be 50-1, all because he lost to a YouTuber that decided to.
If he loses,
I want to do boxing one morning.
Will destroy him. If he loses, the internet will destroy him.
Oh man, yeah. Oh, it would be. I mean,
I cannot wait for the next morning. He'll get a meme harder than Nate Robinson. Those were funny, and he was a random basketball player that nobody cared about.
He would definitely be meme for sure. He will break. If that happens, it will break the internet for sure. It'll break the internet.
I believe he will. I think he'll win. Hey, no, like I said,
no, dude. The only way this is ending, it's gonna be like some draw or something lame.
Which then half the people that wanted to see Logan win and half the people that wanted to see Floyd win will argue.
Yeah,
and then it'll result to a rematch.
All the rules, but I think after 8 rounds, there's no judges.
Yeah,
right?
There's no judges.
So what happens at that point? It's like
the internet
the people decide.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Which is gonna result into a rematch.
So all he has to do is just. I mean, like I said, it's either Logan is gonna adrenaline dump in the first 2 rounds and then not have any more stamina at the later rounds, and then obviously he'll fold under the pressure.
Yeah.
That's the only way I see like some sort of stoppage.
Yeah.
If Logan wants to, let's say, I don't know, make himself legitimate. Maybe he wants to go the full 8 rounds and be like, oh, I lasted.
Okay, but
8 rounds.
He's not like that. Jake would do that. He is not.
I don't know.
Okay, but you have to admit they're geniuses for doing this.
Oh yeah.
They're smart people. If you don't like.
It's a huge hype train right now. Huge hype train. I think they're making like what, 100 million?
Yeah, and Floyd's taking most of it. Yeah.
I think Floyd was like 100 million, and then I think Jake Paul only gets a fraction. I think maybe like 30 or 40 million. So I don't know that, or Logan gets like 30 or 40 million.
The reason why I think people want to see Logan win is not because they care about Logan. It's because they want to see Floyd lose.
Yeah.
And think about it with Pacquiao and McGregor. They had countries on their back.
They didn't fight. Yeah.
Pacquiao and Mayweather. He had the whole country of the Philippines on his back. And he lost.
Yeah.
But, you know, we'll see where it goes.
I mean, what would really be a good fight should be Mayweather and Canelo, but that's not going to happen. He knows that Canelo Alvarez is just way better.
Is better?
Yeah, I mean, he's in his prime. So it's like, yes, Floyd is definitely getting old. The desire's not there. You know, Canelo is a different animal. So yeah, I mean, he beat him once, but I don't think he wants to fight him. No, but this is good for Floyd. I mean, this is, you know, gets him in mainstream again. It gets him a big bag of money.
Yeah, I mean, with this, it's two types of people. There's people like me who are all over the internet 24/7, and there's random old guys who are like, "Oh, Floyd, let's go," but. So there's two sides, and I just we'll see where it goes.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, like I said, you always gotta play it out.
It's the same thing with Jake and Dana White. I always found that funny is because he's got beef with Jake has beef with the UFC. People I saw this thing on TikTok where it was like, oh, Jake's gonna make a company and rival the UFC.
He could.
That'll be smart though, which will pull in the view. That's why he's not fighting real boxers.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's fighting MMA guys. So I think he's a different approach.
If he does that, he's a marketing genius, and I don't think he would overtake the UFC. But then again,
I think he'll overtake it. He'll just create competition.
Yeah. So. It's kind of like the same thing with the WWE and AEW or whatever.
Yeah.
Which brings me to another point is where I actually think WWE is gonna sell their company right now. Okay.
I don't know much about it, but yeah, that would make sense because Disney's huge.
First of all, WWE is tanking all-time low ratings. The stories are sucking. Coming from a person who's watched it a lot over the past couple of years, and the product sucks.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's 3 hours of TV every week of trash.
It's a lot.
Okay, but.
Come on, dude. I remember. We used to watch that all the time.
And it was a lot.
It was a lot.
It was a lot of TV.
It was fun. I mean, it was fun to go in person.
Those were the cell matches. Those were always lit.
Yeah. Like I said, it's it's to each their own. It's a good experience.
Yeah.
So it's good to, like I said, experience it in person. So we all know they're actresses.
Oh yeah, we all know it's fake.
We all know it's fake, but at the end of the day, it's just a show. Yeah. It's a fun show, and it's like
acting.
Wow. Yeah.
So like a movie.
So it's like I said, it was a good experience. I think we both enjoyed it.
If you really think about it, Vince is not going to get this much amount of money ever for the product, and if they sell it to Disney will market it.
Yeah.
Like, they'll bring value, but like they're thinking about $6 billion, and Disney can do that without anything. They literally own a monopoly of the media.
They've got everything.
And turn everything to what they want everybody else to believe.
Yeah, Disney, they took over...
Marvel, Star Wars.
Yeah, before, it was first Star Wars, and then I think it was Marvel, and then X-Men, and
everything
else. All the franchises.
And then they wanted to buy, what's it called, like Sony or something.
Yeah. So it wouldn't surprise me that, obviously, they're big in entertainment, and,
I feel like it's them and Google who own basically half of the... I wouldn't say internet, but, like, the media itself. And can persuade anybody to anything. What kind of lost me is China and TikTok or whatever, which
ByteDance.
Yeah, ByteDance and
parent company.
How that'll work, because
I think it's fine.
But everybody in America uses it, so and
yeah,
and like the banning or whatever.
Yeah, they say they're separate, separate companies, separate entities like ByteDance and TikTok. So I don't really know too much about it.
Apparently, they're not holding one, but the one boxing match between the.
Oh.
Yeah, and they're like threatening to sue or whatever.
Bryce Hall. Is that one?
That guy is so annoying.
Is that the fight you're talking about?
Yeah.
Bryce Hall. I can't.
No, okay, but I don't really think anybody really cares about that.
Yeah.
I
thought that's the fight you're talking about.
No, which it is, and it's like, for me personally, like, there's an audience for everything. There's probably like a lot of people that won't want to watch this because it's two random people talking.
Yeah.
But
I'll watch it. It's entertaining.
Yeah. I maybe, I don't know, but TikTok's so random in a way where it's kind of crazy that For You page is actually directly for you.
Yeah.
And which is. I don't want to think too deep into it, but it's crazy how it knows what you like.
Yeah,
what you want to.
It's probably a pretty sophisticated algorithm that knows exactly the content that content creator is showing, and then the app knows that you're watching it for the whole, whatever. 0 to 60 seconds?
Yeah, 0 to 60.
So it probably sees if you watch the whole thing, then obviously you're very interested, and the algorithm picks up on it and sends you more.
It only starts with one video and then more and more and more.
For sure. Everyone's For You page is probably a little bit different based on their interests. So.
Yeah. So we'll have to. Yeah. Do you think it'll stay around for a while?
Yeah, I think so. YouTube's been around. What?
I think it came out in
it's a long time.
2006.
Yeah, it was a long time. So yeah, I expect TikTok to have some staying power.
Yeah. And what's crazy for me is I've realized this, that I've been not consistently, obviously, but I've been on YouTube for a while now.
Yeah.
It's crazy how. Well, obviously, I've reinvented myself multiple times.
JoJo the man.
Yeah, and what I find funny about it is I feel like I'm gonna kind of stop here with this idea, because I've been thinking about it for the past couple of days, where it's even the topics I've posted, I've loved talking about just specifically about that to people, whether they cared or not.
Yeah.
So it's first it was I don't know, Ninjago, Skylanders, WWE, whatever, and I've always had a passion to talk about certain things with certain people.
Good. No, it's fine. I mean, like I said, it's a good idea. Put yourself out there. And there's nothing wrong with it. I think it's good to express yourself. Yeah, for sure.
For sure. And I don't know, obviously, I'm going to wait till college to see where this goes. If not, I'll see where, life takes me afterwards. I obviously have plans. This is not my only plan. I obviously have more. And if this fails, it's a learning experience. You don't really fail at anything.
I don't think it's a failure. It's just, maybe it's not to what society thinks is success.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It depends.
I think it's success in your own way.
It's by the public eye, not really public eye yet. I would just say by randos at my school. Honestly, I don't know.
I wouldn't worry about that.
Yeah, which I don't really care what I put out there.
You'll always have trolls. You'll always have people behind the screen on the keyboard.
I would rather I don't really worry about that, because if anything, they're the ones giving me more, traction. Yeah. If you think about it.
Yeah, they're giving you that attention.
Which I don't really think it gets to me.
No, it should. If it does,
That's whatever.
It is. You have to kind of shield yourself from all that stuff. So they're gonna come. You're gonna
eventually.
Everyone's gonna be a critic, and usually people like to point out the negative before the positive.
For me, knowing that somebody's willing to give me constructive criticism and tell me what I'm doing wrong and how to fix it, meaning they care, and not being the ones that are your stuff sucks and never giving it a chance.
Yeah.
But well, obviously we'll see where this goes, and do you? Okay, I have one question. If this was your tomorrow was your last day on Earth, what would you go do?
Oh Jeez.
It's a deep question, but like I want to know because I really know.
I mean, last day ever.
Yeah.
I would think that I've, done what I've wanted to do in life. So yeah, I mean, generally I'd probably just spend it with the kids.
Yeah.
Last day ever. I know it's corny, but you just.
Yeah.
I don't know. Right now, I don't feel like I need to go do something.
You don't.
I don't feel like that my life is being held back by something, or I haven't experienced what I wanted to try and experience by this age. So, it's not like I would go jet set across the country or continent or something and be like, oh, I gotta go, taste authentic Chinese food, or go to Singapore, or go to the Maldives. It's like, you obviously get there, and it's probably similar to a place where I've been to already, with the Caribbean or Cancun or whatever. I don't have anything really on my bucket list to be like, oh, if I'm gonna die tomorrow, I'm gonna go do that.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense for me.
Yeah.
It's whatever. But no, I mean, I would definitely, spend my last moments with the people that I've sacrificed for, and what I've lived for.
All right. If you could give one piece of advice to people out there, just about like life or just anything in general, what would it be?
I'm definitely no expert, that's for sure.
Because I remember the first time I asked this question was to Lola and Lolo, and they said just like, I don't know, keep learning, I guess, which something.
I'm definitely a risk taker, so take chances. I think someone there's a statement out there that you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I've heard that before.
I mean, you just got to keep swinging, keep shooting, keep doing whatever. So eventually something's gonna hit, something's gonna take off. So if you just, that's the best thing I could tell people is just, make a decision for yourself that makes you happy, stick with it and run with it, and take risks. So that's the only way to live.
Yeah. Okay. A couple of more questions, then we can wrap this up. But if you were to have 3 people to have a dinner with, who would they be? Just like anybody.
For sure, Elon.
Yeah.
I just don't know where his brain is at sometimes.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. Dinner?
Yeah.
I don't like dinner.
What I said, because I asked my friends this question. What I said was, you, Elon, and this guy from this podcast that I love watching. This dude named Carlos. It's like, I don't know, some Canadian dudes. They're like Filipino and whatever. They come up with like some like their brains are all over the places, and it's like I'd love to see that dynamic of like how everybody reacts and whatever.
Yeah. I'd probably just look for obviously
information.
Obviously loved ones is obviously top of the list, but we obviously do that already. But I would definitely choose very highly influential people in different areas.
Yeah.
So like obviously Elon for the tech sector, maybe like Warren Buffett on the financial side, or maybe someone else that's up and coming that I don't know of that's that's big in the space. But I'd probably just pick different people in different influential areas. Someone from the humanitarian aspect of life, someone from the financial aspect, and then definitely a tech aspect.
Yeah.
So.
I feel like back to the advice thing.
Maybe
like,
a president.
Because
they know something. They know things.
They know.
They know things that they're not.
That
they're sworn to
doesn't.
secrecy to the public. So definitely, maybe just any president, doesn't matter who it is, and if hopefully they would be honest about it. But
I don't think you can get information out of a president.
You can't. But if it was an open and transparent lunch or dinner or whatever, then for sure president or something.
Back to the advice thing. I feel like advice and just like stuff in general, like sticks with me a lot. and or just like maybe events too. Like one of the events like I like has stuck with me for a while is when Lolo told me about stocks, or like when I was like super into it almost, which kind of was crazy because obviously where we're at now and a bunch of things. And a piece of advice, I don't think you might not remember like you saying this to me or something like that, but I'm pretty sure you said this, or I've heard it from other people. It's like understanding other people's perspective and where they're coming from and how people live life and understanding them and where they're coming, like where they're at. And in my opinion, you can't really fully understand that until you're in their shoes.
Yeah, right.
Well, you have to understand to some degree, because if you don't, you cannot work with people and you can't deal with them, obviously.
Yeah, for sure. You have to respect each other's differences and embrace that.
Which advice you told me was great. And I think that's a wrap up. That was good.
That was a wrap. We'll see, man.
Hopefully,
Sunday's tomorrow.
Sunday's tomorrow.
We'll see what happens
Logan
at the fight.
And Floyd. We have different opinions on that, but yeah. To wrap this up, I don't know, just hit all the links in the description, I guess, to promote me. It's whatever.
Hit that like button.
The like button, yeah. But if you watched all the way through this, thanks for watching, all that stuff. I'm out.